The rest of the weekend passed uneventfully. On Sunday, Emily staged an anti-video game protest that threatened to turn violent if we dared log on for even the slightest moment, just to check our in-game mail. So Dad gave in to her demands, packed up some Cokes, and together we headed downtown to the cinema.
One for each of you,
He explained, pressing the tickets into our palms.
just to get past the ushers. Then we can movie hop all day long. Oh, and Maddie,
He added.
I got you a child's ticket. If anyone asks, you need to tell them that you're 11, okay?
Okay. I said reluctantly, whatever. Dad was weird like that. He'd drop $1,000 on a souped-up computer without thinking twice, but totally balk at spending a couple extra dollars on an adult movie ticket for his teenage daughter. I think he liked the idea of feeling like he was getting away with something. He winked at me as we handed over our tickets to his it-faced bored usher, who would have probably let me in if I'd insisted I was an 83-year-old grandma, and then high-fived me as I officially entered into the inner sanctum of the AMC.
Nice job, Maddie.
He praised.
Way to stick it to the man.
I didn't know who he considered the man in this scenario. It couldn't be the usher, but I did reluctantly admit to myself, not for the first time, that Mom could be onto something with her whole "your dad never grew up" theory. We watched 3 movies in a row. I slept through most of the last one, bored out of my mind. All I wanted to do was to go home and play Fields of Fantasy with Sir Leo. I wondered if he'd logged on this afternoon, if he was playing right this very second, if he missed me and wondered where I was. I hoped he didn't think I was avoiding him after our convo last night. I sighed, shoveling a handful from my 3rd bag of popcorn to my mouth.
Free refills.
Dad had said when he bought the large.
Fill up and we won't have to eat dinner.
I just have to log in the second I got home. Straighten things out between us. After all, Sir Leo's friendship was about the only good thing happening in my life right now. The last thing I needed was to screw that up, too. Dad dropped us off around 6. Mom had cooked a 3-course meal that both Emily and I were too full to eat, thanks to about 15 buckets of extra buttered popcorn, 3 giant bags of M&Ms, and at least a gallon of Coke. One question: Dad swore we had hit the all-you-can-eat salad bar on the way home, and Emily and I were just too stuffed with wholesome lettucey goodness to eat another bite. I could tell Mom didn't believe him for 1 second, even when Emily and I grunted confirmations to his outrageous lie, just so they wouldn't start fighting again. Dad made a quick exit out the door, and I headed upstairs, despite pleas from Mom that I come watch the latest and greatest episode of some random NBC drama or other that she had become addicted to. 3 movies in a row had already put me over my limit for passive, mindless media. I needed something interactive to excite my weary brain. I needed Fields of Fantasy. Or, because, who was I fooling really? I needed Sir Leo. I shut my door, blocking out the real world, and sat down on my computer, ready to immerse myself in the life I was already starting to prefer. The one where parents didn't lie and fight, where friends didn't let me down, where bullies didn't torture me, and where I could hang with the guy who was fast becoming my best friend. If he wasn't mad at me. Alora smiled as she appeared on the screen, as if she were happy to be back online. A blinking message told me I had new mail. I walked her over to the mailbox outside the inn and took a look.
Alora, hope you didn't get annoyed at me asking you all those questions yesterday. I guess it was just that I think you're really cool and I was curious about the real life you. But I totally understand what your dad says about not giving out personal information on the web. It's smart, really. And there's no way for me to prove that I really am who I say I am. Anyway, I hope we can still play and you're not mad at me 'cause I think you rock. Also, your magic comes in way handy with the dragons and stuff. LOLs, JK. Parentheses, sorta. End parentheses. Love, Sir Leo.
I could feel the smile spreading across my face, the annoyances of the day fading into oblivion. He was so sweet. So sweet. I reread the note, tingles prickling all the way down to my toes. He liked me. He really, really liked me. He even signed his note with love. Squee! I checked to see if he was online. No luck. Guess I'd have to just write him back. Dear Sir Leo, it's all good. I totally still want to hang out and play. Sorry about last night. Actually, I only closed the screen because my dad came by, and he'd have gotten really mad if he saw me talking to someone about real life stuff after he told me not to. He's real anal like that. Anyway, I still want to play as much as possible, 'cause I, less than 3, this game, and you're totally fun to play with. Begin parentheses. Not to mention you're a great tank. Little cloth-robed me would totally be smushed without you. Exclamation mark, shift 1. He, end parentheses. I paused, trying to decide how to end the note. Then, deciding to be daring, I signed XOXOXO, and then Alora. After all, he signed love first. Then I hit send before I could chicken out and delete him again. Because even if, for necessary reasons, the guy who played Sir Leo couldn't be my real-life boyfriend, there was no harm, no foul for Sir Leo to be hooking up with Laura online, was there? I paused, trying to decide how to end the note. Then, deciding to be daring, I signed XOXOXO, and then Alora. After all, he signed love first. Then I hit send before I could chicken out and delete him again. Because even if, for necessary reasons, the guy who played Sir Leo couldn't be my real-life boyfriend, there was no harm, no foul for Sir Leo to be hooking up with Laura online, was there?